Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back. This is my Journey to 1800 Elo series, and actually I decided today that I'm going to go ahead and change it to Journey to 2000 Elo. It seems to be more trendy at the moment, and really there's no big difference. Like, that's my ultimate goal. Anyways, it's just that I wanted a more attainable goal first to do 1800 and then make my way to 2000. So this is now, in some ways, day one of Journey to 2000 Elo, or day 23. So yeah, if you enjoy it, hit the like and subscribe button. And also check out my chess.com club for some of my viewer tournaments, blitz games with me on stream, on Twitch, and on YouTube. And also I'll be bringing on some chess coaches and masters to either play blitz with, teach them classes. Check all that out. I'll have links in the description, and hope you guys enjoy. A lot of time to think. So we are going to play London and really just try to think here and concentrate. Turn my camera a bit up. Indian versus King's Indian. Not my favorite. I think I'm just going to play an early h3 to protect my bishop now that he's played d6, so otherwise without d6 I think the move is bishop e5, and then I need to study up on that though. So for the moment there's no threat, e5 is not a threat, so h4 is going to stop. Looks like h3, that's I think the move, because it stops bishop g4. Then I think we're just going to grab some space with c4. I think it is typically better with the King's Indian, you go c4 and not c3. Too complicated so far. c4 and c3. Bishop usually, I think e2, just so that you don't walk into this fork. And then honestly, like, gosh, from here, I just have trouble making progress against the King's Indian. But just gonna look at this as if it's like a puzzle in a new position. Should be able to figure something out. So he's wanting to feed in kind of the bishop. I'll still probably just go knight c3. Bishop b7. I might actually I'm gonna check out some lines, maybe watch some videos on playing the London versus King's Indian, because yeah, it's definitely, I think, one of my weakest. I've analyzed my, oh, that's not what I expected. I've analyzed my games and, win losses and whatnot, and against the King's Indian it looked like I definitely had a higher loss chance. So if I went to bishop d3, this still doesn't work, but I'm not sure if I want to walk into that. So it's either bishop e2 or bishop d3. I think just bishop e2. I'm not really sure what he's wanting to do here. Like, I can... Well, I have to be careful about, like, if I play b3. That's kind of sketchy opening up the diagonal for his bishop, so I think just bishop e2 for now. This doesn't work. The e5 push. Probably here, knight d2. d7, sorry. And then I drop the bishop back. d7, bishop h2, e5. I go like, I don't know, where do I go? d5. Maybe d5 is the move. This won't be possible anymore. Leads to, if I take an en passant, he takes the f pawn, opens up his rook, and then these pawns are connected again, and then e5 is still going to come. Ooh, there's castles. Let it happen. I need to study this position. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I have seen this. This e5 push, it's like the only idea that they seem to have for the King's Indian is stacking all the pieces up, getting ready for this e5 push, hoping if the opponent blundered by putting their bishop here on d3 so that they hit your bishop goes back, and boom, they fork your pieces. It's like the only thing that I have to learn how to defend against. And for some reason or other, So that's a waste in tempo. He just went back to his bishop. We drop the bishop back and it goes e5. We can respond with d5. I'm gonna go rook e1. I'm not gonna pay attention to this right now. I'm just gonna develop my pieces. He's wasted a bit of tempo going back with his bishop. I'm just gonna try to improve my position, and then I think actually a lot of times my mistake in these positions is not pushing forwards with e4, e5. I often like leave my pawn, my pawns as they are like this, but alright, so I think here we kind of have to, d5. I'm not going to trade my d pawn for a c pawn. Shut the bishop. Maybe a little bit careful of this still. If that knight moves, maybe rook b1 at some point, just to get out of that diagonal and protect the b2 pawn. But, for the moment we have a pretty solid center. He's going to look at chipping it away. Kind of through my position here. Can go e4, maybe rook b1, or queen c2, or queen d2 just to protect that knight. I'm going to just calm queen d2. Queen d2, I'm just keeping an eye on this. If he plays d5, take, so we should be okay, because then after that the d6 pawn is hanging. Everything else is covered by the queen, so this, discovered attack isn't really much of an issue. I'm cold. Let me put my hoodie on. Chess bra hoodie, by the way. Love this thing. Huh. E4, just slowly pushing forward towards the center. I would like for my bishop to find a new square because he's kind of blocking my rook. Either rook d1, just another kind of calm developing move. Get the rooks to the center. Take b5. It's a little bit annoying if I go b3. Push to b4. We could maybe just nip down the butt right now. Options here. You know, I think I'm going to just clamp down on this b5 square. Sometimes though, tired of playing London. Like you get these boring closed positions. It's just so positional. I'm definitely not I'm more of a tactical player than a positional player, I would say. So, seems kind of strange since I played in London all the time, but... Now if we play e4, we have the option of threatening to trade off the bishops. Where is he going with that knight? I think he's just trying to free up the bishop. It might be going f5, sorry. e4. I'm not sure if this is the right idea here. But there's this. So if we trade up the bishops, which is a must now, he has to, he can take, and that's fine. We'll kind of claw his bishops totally out of the game. And then we just need to take a look at the e file and figure out what to do there. But I think, yeah, I definitely want to trade off this dark square King's Indian bishop. That's a big improvement for me. That's his most important, one of his most important pieces. I mean, look at this diagonal too. Just shut that down right now. Then I might have ideas of, I don't know, launching a kingside attack. Because I don't have to worry so much about the queen side, it's pretty shut down. His rook, he just put his knight on e8. And like that knight has no other squares to go to other than back to f6. And did we take first? We don't even have to. I think we can just take on d4, d5. Sorry. Hold on a sec though. If we take d5, he has this. Does that matter? Does that do anything? That would be good for me. That would be very good for me. So I think I'm going to take first. Yeah, d5. I'm sure there's a reason he chose to do that first, but the bishop is still... Our bishop is still a goner. Yeah. And now it's all going to be about the e file. The knight is doing good about clamping down on this b5 push, so the queen side is kind of shut down for the moment. And he now will have a fianchetto setup without his dark squared bishop, so I might slide in with the queen. Just, I don't know, bring my knights over towards the king. His knights are really awkward, that's the other thing. So yeah, I think we're just going to take that. Yeah. No. You know what? I think that's the move we're going to be playing. Just bring the bishop back, tuck it back to f1, open up the rook. And I now have control over the e-file, and we're just going to play off of that, play off the e-file. Because I don't think there's any... I can go queen f6, f5, sorry. Queen f5, and if queen e7, bishop f1... Am I concerned about where those knights are going? I don't think so. It does improve my queen. Hope I'm not making a mistake here. This is still good. This bishop really just needs to protect this like c4 pawn. Very, very important that these pawns stay there. And then that gives me time to really play off of the e-file, double up the rooks maybe. And if I do this right, maybe I'll launch a... We'll go for mate. Pretty sure this is winning. I am slightly winning here, but I need to convert it. I need to execute. This is all based on just like a positional advantage. There's material is exactly the same, but he has this terrible bishop now. And I'm still okay with that. If he wants to trade queens, I'm fine with trading queens. Can't clog this e-file, which is nice because the... See, I think that's... Or... do I go for queen h6? Start looking for mate ideas. Because first he would have to move his knight out of the way, which he can't really do easily. So then, let's take a look at this. Queen h6. I think that must be the move, because it's not easy to defend this g5 square. First he has to move this knight out of the way, and he has no good squares to jump to. I guess he could go queen h6, knight h5, but still then I have knight g5, and that is... Yeah, I don't know, this knight, if he stays there though, he just stays there and not threatening anything. Queen h6. He doesn't need to move that knight, and that knight is covering the h7 square. I could eventually threaten. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be aggressive here, because I think that this knight is his only hope for defending against mate, and things should get pretty spicy when I threaten to take that knight or trade it off. Just uncomfortable, because I can still continue forwards with, you know, bishop f1 and my plans to open up to e5, but he's going to have to address this threat first. Whoops, I didn't see that though. Maybe that wasn't a good move. Just go back. It's a mistake. Jeez, that was stupid. Let me just go back to d2. So I don't need to. If I go here, he has h6, kicking me away again, and quite honestly, improving his position a little bit. Go back to f4. Just queen back to d2. I know that. Ugh. I'm not happy. That was stupid. I should have just played bishop back to f1. Now he's improving his knights. I need this knight to maybe improve. I need my rook to improve. This bishop's okay because, I mean, the light squares are really shut down anyways. Like, he's got no life out here. His sole purpose right now is just defending this c4 pawn. Bishop f1, no, trade the rooks off. I don't think too much about this move. It's what I wanted to do anyways. Unfortunately, the e-file is now contested. I would have had it all to myself before. Gotta figure out a way to improve the knights now, though. His knights are more active than mine. Like, you know, it's a lot of squares. So I might actually consider playing g4. g4 because the knight can't hop to h4, that's covered. Nor can he go to d4 because that's covered. Yeah. And then I might be able to... I'd not sure about doing this if like this bishop was, this diagonal was open, but I don't like this knight. It's too strong. You can trade on the e-file, that's fine. Just leave it e-file as it is right now. If he goes rook e7, trade. So if he takes the queen, and I have rook e1. If he takes the knight, then we just... Okay, hold on. Where's the knight going after after g4? That doesn't look right. I know that he's wanting to go to e5. G4. Am I missing anything? He goes knight e5 first, because this knight, you know, is hanging, and with a fork on the queen, on the king and the queen. If he goes knight e5, I'll take first, and then that would be a free piece. Otherwise, he's going back to g7 probably. e7 would be terrible, so g7. Now this threat is maintained, except that he can try to stop it with f6. Let's see, h6, f6. this might be totally wrong. Again, if he plays knight e5, I think that... Well, now it wouldn't work anymore, right? Because knight e5, knight g5, and I don't see how he's going to stop me. Just be careful here. I think f6 is really important. And after f6, just to stop knight g5, after f6, can we play g5, or is that a terrible move? f6, g5. If he pushes, then maybe I'll start. Maybe knight e4 in that case. Now that the e-file is covered, I would love, if I could get another knight over, yeah, I think knight e4. Before he plays f5. I can't play f5 though. If there's f5, then I have knight g5. Just bring the pieces closer to the king. Knight e4. If like queen e7. I think it has to be knight e4. We're also threatening that fork, actually. I just realized that. Knight e4, we can't go f5 because of f5. We have knight g5. Queen e7. Same thing. We have a discovery, so we can do knight g5 all the same. Hitting the queen and threatening mate simultaneously. You can't stop it by moving his knight or whatever, because... Oh wait, you'd have to give up a piece, but... Wait, I didn't see that. It's kind of forcing my hand. Okay, I think we have to take. We have to take. And he has to take, I think, yeah, with the d-pawn. Does g5 work? g5, knight f5. Can't let knight f5 happen. I wish I could deflect the queen somehow. I don't see any better moves. I'm just gonna improve my pieces a little bit here. If I play rook d1, then I can start thinking of pushing. It's part of the reason I played bishop g2 to cover the knight, so I can push if I want to. I'm not sure if that's the right move. The queen has to keep guarding this f6 square because there's the fork hanging, and even better is mate afterwards. So he has to keep guarding this f6 square. That's why I'm afraid if I play d6, he's just going to grab that knight, because the knight is really powerful. We can't play g5, because that allows knight f5. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of, at the moment, I might just improve my rooks. And this knight is doing a good job blockading too. Like, his pawns are kind of frozen because, you know, e4 can't happen, f5 can't happen for the reasons we discussed. Hi! Lenalian. I think I'm probably messing up the name. Sorry if I missed the comment. I was super concentrated. So yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you? Trying to execute this game. Does this work? Queen h4? Because if queen h4, if g5, then queen back to h6, and now I'm threatening to take that. I'm thinking you might have left. Whoopsies. Either rook d1. You might be looking to trap my queen, though. I have to be careful. Be a bummer. Play a rook d1. If here, it doesn't immediately trap my queen, and it's not easy for him, I think, to attack my queen from that square, but it also really weakens that f5 square. My time run out. Isn't that just blunder a pawn though? Some compensation, I think. The bishop clamping down on that square could be pretty mean. Now my light square bishop is kind of coming alive, but I'm also rolling dice because I'm bringing his back into the game as well. So I just don't see anything right now over here. If I play g5, this doesn't work because he's got that f6 square covered too many times. And I don't know, this pawn could be kind of annoying, like being lodged into his business. But if I were him, I would take the knight. In fact, that was probably, I mean, it's probably a bad move, what I just did. Grab the knight, take on d6. Okay, interesting. But now... I don't know if this works. But his knight's gotta move. Right? And... probably knight back to g7. This is rough. I don't... time controls. Now this works though. Hold on a sec. Hang on a second. No, it doesn't. Now he still has... Okay, sorry. My queen is just totally offside. Through this game once again. It's so stupid. I'm like winning the entire way through, and then hard to kind of finalize it, and just insane. I need to get my queen back into the game now. Like, so frustrating. What I do know is that I'm going to be keeping that bishop there for a while. This knight is going to have a hard time dislodging that. But the rook needs to be defended. Now I might just start trying to pick off his pawns. This is a super strong bishop, that's for sure. But it's not enough. He has, like, not a lot of weaknesses, too. I mean, he does, but... might... no idea what I'm doing. But the knight is pinned, and this bishop is nasty. At least the queen is defending the rook now. I'm looking at getting to the b3 square and just harassing some of these pawns. But he can so... not going to trade off. I'd rather not. This is really not fun, but okay. That's all I have going for me. That's all I see. So that knight is there forever. Same as my bishop, but yeah. Ridiculous. Should not be losing these. You should not be losing these. But I am. I'm fucking it up. To move my king out of that away. Maybe something over here. Guess I might be sacking at that point. I don't know. Down to time control though. I think he just blundered the game. Hang on a sec. He has to block, otherwise that's mate. And the pawn is covering that square. Stroke of luck. Honestly, I don't deserve this. I do not deserve this win. I suppose that's like the whole... The pawn, I don't know if you trade the queens off, that's totally fine. better for me. I'll probably just sack the rook and then pick up the pawns. Man, I don't deserve that. I mean, I suppose, like, yeah, at this level, that's the reason why someone might be 1600, is because they still make pretty big blunders like that. Okay, so... up until now, this is pretty much where I'm like, yep, I know that everything here is theory or, you know, good moves. Alright. Yeah, see, like, I had an advantage the entire game, and then I just fucked up, like, once. And... okay. So bishop d3 is also a move, or knight c3. Yeah, that didn't look like a good move to me. I don't know why he did that. He should have just fianchettoed. Maybe it was a mouse slip? Okay, or queen c2. This is pretty typical. Getting ready for the e5 push. Castles is fine. Queen c2. So let's imagine I go queen c2, e5. It still, I guess, isn't possible. Knight takes. So that's going to be possible. Queen c2. Interesting. Ugh. We castled. He went back. Okay, really, computer wants king c2, queen c2. Why? Just to connect the rooks, eh? It says, you missed an opportunity to connect the rooks. Fair enough. Just get the queen out to one of those squares, but apparently the d2 square is not as good as the c2 square. Alright. c5... yeah, I mean, c5, like, obviously he's trying to open up his light square bishop, but I'm happy to see that d5 is the correct response. What if e6? Oh, we were looking at that. It would be a blunder because it hangs d6 afterwards. Okay. I did eventually play e4. Okay. Why is it a miss? Wait, what? Knight g5? Okay. Alright. Computer didn't like my queen h6 ideas. Okay, apparently bishop d3 is better. Right, I could have taken here. That would have been better. Take a screenshot of that for the video later. Maybe I'll use that. What's the best move here? Let's just give it a last pawn. And that's a blunder straight up, so that's probably the big blunder of the game. Also rook d1 and queen c1 is a miss. Rook c1 is a... okay, so in my notes. Basically, I'm just curious, like at what point it really went south after this move. Up until here, I'm still winning, like big time actually. Pretty big advantage. It was really this, you know, and I was low on time, but still. So rook 6 on after bishop takes e4. Knight has e4. Takes 7. So, and I should have just played queen back to d2. Is that correct? Right. Oops. I'm gonna call that, like, we're just gonna call that the big mistake, because up until then, everything else was alright. Really, that was dropping that pawn was the big mistake, because that was a very important pawn. And then the rest of the game, honestly, he just didn't play very well. He got into some time trouble himself, and just kind of lucked out because he didn't play super well. Yeah, I missed that move. I was eyeballing rook takes d4, sorry. Yeah, that was the big blunder. Okay, let's go again. I'm going to do 10 minutes this time. I'm going to have to be faster, because I'm trying to get in 3 games, so 10-minute game this time. What will I play? I'll stick to the Caro-Kann as much as I don't want to keep losing with it. Which variation is it gonna be? Okay, that's not something I've seen before. At least it doesn't look very good. What is this? Bishop f5. So let's go bishop f5. Play e6, get the knight out. It does not look right. Blocking that square, taking it away from his knight. Knight g6. Bishop's gonna go to d6 probably. I'm too crazy so far. See, that knight is not... I'm just trying to figure out how to exploit this, because I don't think he's playing this right. He or she or they. He's blocking in his bishop. His knight has no good squares to go to because his other bishop is using the f3 square. I guess he might be going to b3. Anyways, queen c2 might be a move to prevent him from castling. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll connect the rooks. Knight's going to go to one of these squares. Probably knight d2 now, just to stop. d7, sorry, just to stop. Knight c5. And we can even play. Honestly, we can even just play b6 down the road and just completely shut down his knight. I have to have some advantage here because his bishop, his dark square bishop can't come out. Well, actually, no, he can't. He can't come out to f4. He can pin my knight, but it doesn't really do much because it's protected. I'll play that. Do I just take it? Or do I just drop back? I'll just drop back. And then after we get castled, we'll start looking at maybe e5 push. Maybe just see what that bishop wants to do. Probably not the best move, but it works. Oh, okay, wow. Well, I have the bishop pair. That counts for something. Neither of which are going to be easy to be attacked. Looking to just get castled now. Does that work? Why don't I just take the free pawn? I think I do. I'll just grab the free pawn. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Just a pawn up, castle. My bishop's better than his. Would love to stop him from castling too. Where's he going? Is he gonna try to slide in? Do much. I think we're just gonna b5. There's no other way to stop me from castling. If I can stop him from castling, and castle myself and keep the queens on the board, I'll be pretty happy. But I also am okay with trading up queens if it comes down to it. Alright, so c4 has to be the move here, no? Because b3 isn't possible. And if bishop back to e2, actually I don't have a response for that. I'm gonna castle, actually. I don't like letting him castle, but I don't see how to prevent it. And my queen, I feel like it's on a better square here than it would be like, you know, I don't know, f4 or anything else. I don't like the bishop. It's also kind of activating the bishop a little bit. Move, rook c8, I don't know. Pretty simple. Might consider the move b4 afterwards. This is definitely not over though. I'm a pawn up, but I have to convert. Really just grabbing some space next on the queen side. Shouldn't be anything here right now. How do I continue? Yeah, I didn't really think through it. There's rook e2, so knight b6. Right. Start poking some holes in these. So yes, I will take that trade. Definitely take that trade. What do I... And this will be weak. This will be a permanent weakness. Just need to figure out how to exploit that. His knight, like my bishop is kind of dominating his knight a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna end up doubling up rooks. Seriously, I just blunder the fucking game. Man. You know what? It's alright. It's not completely over, but god damn it. I'm gonna run that pawn down, it's our only hope. Can't believe that. I'm playing terribly. I really am. How did I just throw that? Seriously? Come on. So bad. We shouldn't be trading pieces. But if I can get these pawns pushing forwards. But technically he's only up one. Like in material wise it's somewhat equal, but I was I had an advantage and I just threw away. Go there because of A4. No entry points. I'm gonna have to probably come back around. It's real frustrating. This is literally the story of my life, playing pretty solid from the opening and then fucking it up as time goes along. That's wrong, but there's a fork. This pawn is not going to be good for me. Mistake. Why did I do that? Of course. The only thing I have going for me is the fact that this game. Just resigns. People stalemate, it happens. People gotta practice their checkmating technique. Is he gonna do it with Queen Bishop? Is he gonna do it with King? We just don't know. Yo, it's fucking cold. Need you grab some nuts to down in this one. Let's see what's going on. Two. Borrow. Lost. Which variation do you play? No variation, because this is not a move. Like, this is something I could see in Blitz that you can get away with, but it's just, like, what is he doing, you know? Here and here, for no reason either. Sometimes I think you're trying to force a trade of the light square bishops, like if I had my bishop fiend cattered or something. Sometimes you do that, I think, to force the bishops off, but, like, my move apparently isn't very good either, but, that just seemed really, like, weird, and the reason why I had an advantage for a while. Okay. Alright, so basically, everything is looking just dandy, pretty standard. He's looking to jump his knight in on the c5 square. I think I just ended up going to a5, but like at this point I was sure that at least I'm not losing, probably even winning. He just gave me a free pawn, so this is all fine. Okay. What? I just blundered my knight pretty much. Like, we even got the queens off the board. I mean, look at this. It's 3.5 points up for black. Jesus. So yeah, that's all she wrote. Rook c7 blundering the... During b3. Lost a piece. That is a blunder I should not be making, that's for sure. So the correct move though, was to take the hanging pawn. Oh, well, I saw that, yeah. Hanging pawn, he can always grab. And then what? Bishop d3. Oh, that looks like a good move. Yeah, I wouldn't think of that. Maybe I would have, but I didn't see that. Tricky. So yeah, that takes b2. Takes b2. This bishop takes on b5. It's the big blunder of the game. Only took one to lose that one. Luckily, I won by sort of luck the last game, so we're kind of just even here. But like, not even, because all these opponents are lower rated, so I'm not. It's not great for my. Need to step it up. Alright, go again, 10 minutes. Once again, this is frustrating because I don't have a whole lot of time. I just don't know if I have the time to play like 3 15-minute, 10-second increment rapid games. But 10 minutes is just too short for me. I feel like it always gets into time trouble, which is not the point of playing... Well, it's sort of like playing rapid chess, but you know. The point is, you're not playing Blitz or Bullet because you're trying to take some time to calculate. We have another London. That is... a move, I guess. Immediate c4. I don't even feel like acknowledging this bullcrap. We're gonna need to go c4 and challenge this out. Oh, I played this myself, okay. Sure, we'll play into it. To d3. castle first? No. But the c file eventually. We'll trade that bishop off. I think I'll just castle first and think. I'm going to play this move. And I'm going to start ganging up on this c7 pawn. That is, currently, that bishop was his most active piece, probably. So I'm totally fine getting rid of that. Sure. We go queen c2 or rook c1. Be careful of this. That would be. Might end up having to go back with my knight. I'm not sure I want to do that. This is a very important moment of the game. This is not, like, this is hanging and it's not great. I'd rather not have that check. If I go back, maybe bishop before check. d2. I am giving up this square for the moment. Like, I'm gonna have to go back with my knight. Right, but he didn't actually go for that, so now I can. So I'll get out of that check. And then I'll maybe look at here we have to counterattack. Do we? This is obviously he'll be casting the law if that happens. And the queen just kind of looks stupid there, so in case his knight ever moves. Yeah, you know what? Actually, rook c5 is looking really good too. And just start getting on the c6 pawn. This is hard though. I do have e5 down the road. Kick the knight out. Oh! Well, in that case. You can obviously defend it, but wish I could get this bishop somewhere nice. There would be amazing. Somehow we're still like down on time, and I really don't get how people play this fast for rapid and why. So they end up winning on time. Would love to take advantage of these dark squares, like really. Alright, this should be alright. I've got a little bit of pressure. And he has to take, otherwise E6 is dropping. Maybe he doesn't have to, but... How can I improve? King. I'll drop my queen. Oopsies. Fine. Can't go back because that drops. So his knight for the moment is stuck. He can't go rook c7 to further defend it. Okay. Fortunately, it's kind of like a blitz game now. I'm not able to take a lot of time to calculate. He's up 2.5 minutes, so... Yeah, okay, so bring the king in. Wait a second. Okay, we're winning now. But, once again, we have to convert. Mistake. I would consider maybe playing g3 before I get g3 in. This knight is pretty annoying. Just gonna trust that if he goes after my h4 pawn, which is a passed pawn by the way, that I can protect it with my bishop. Just stopping any of his knight moves. I just start pushing. I was looking at b4 to stop, freeze his pawns. Free pawns for you. Like if I can get my king over and help my buddy rook out, that would be fantastic. E4 next. This is hanging. Has to go back. Okay. Okay, if I don't win this, I'm gonna be so tilted. So this is mate. Still mate. As long as the king is covering the square. Damn. Be so tilted, I swear. I'm up 3 points. Tons of pawns. He's dropped so many pawns, and I can just see myself blundering this. It'd be fine. We're just trading. Can't win this, then I shouldn't play chess anymore. Where are you going? Get out, please. Goodbye. Honestly, just gonna push. Pick some pawns, push him down the board, cut the king off if I can. Here. Okay, seriously? Okay. Enough. Where are you going with that king? Check. Mate. Well, we did win 2 out of the 3 games, but oh wow, I'll share the screen. 92% accuracy was actually more than I thought I would be getting. These are tough freaking games, like seriously. 82.9% accuracy, 0 blunders, 0 misses, 0 mistakes, 4 inaccuracies. Not too bad. So, this was a London, and honestly, actually, wow, I guess it was just a pretty clean game. Like, I just maintained the advantage, but it looks like I made a couple inaccuracies, but just maintained the advantage. That was not easy. So I play this myself, actually. I play this line. But do I play it against the London? The Queen's Gambit. Yeah, I play this line myself. But that's not the move. I think it's probably knight g6 first. Or is it knight d7? It's not like the end of the world, but knights before bishops, you know? Your bishop is already active. I think someone's challenging me. I'm sorry, I'm not doing Blitz right now. What's today? I'll be doing Blitz against viewers tomorrow evening. So if this is someone who's watching, feel free to check in again tomorrow evening. I will be doing Blitz games against viewers. I'm just trying to get my rapid games out of the way. Like this slow journey towards 2,000 Elo. This was an important moment because I was on the fence about dropping the bishop back or what was I thinking of doing? Going like queen c2 just to try to quickly take advantage of the weak pawn and that check. I feel like could have been pretty nasty. Anyways, I dropped the bishop back, saying bishop e5. f6, bishop g3. No, this is kind of weak. Okay, this was kind of an important move. I felt like it was a pretty good move too, defending c7, hitting my bishop, centralizing his knight. Anyways, so far no inaccuracies yet, so it looks like I played the beginning of this fairly well. Alright, queen h5 check was the best. A good move. Right, so I was obviously looking at queen h6, but I just thought, like, what does this really do after he castles long? e5. c7. f3. No, f3 is not the moves. Rook c2. Really? Okay, I guess. And if he takes, rook takes c6. Okay. Giving up a lot of pawns there, but this does look kind of sketchy, I will admit. Okay. So e4 would have been a better move, and I didn't end up playing that, not for a while. Going for this silly trade. h4. And then this really just came down to an endgame. He dropped that pawn. I'm not gonna lie, this got a little bit sketchy. With his knight, like, I was worried about losing something to a fork. Not necessarily being forked, like, you know, my pieces being forked, but just losing a pawn, because that can happen a lot. Bishop securing the h4 pawn, bishop being buddies with the pawn. Unfortunately, he saw the hanging mate threat, because let's just imagine anything. He saw that though. But then at this point, you know, like, it's just trading pieces. Slowly making progress. This was hard right here. This bit right here was definitely the hardest for me, because it was like, you know, this pawn can be picked on. This pawn is under attack. This pawn can be picked on. How is my rook going to defend? My rook and my king defend all of these. I can't let him, you know, double up on this pawn. And if he goes here, if he were to get his rook, you know, to d8, I can't stop it or block it or anything, because he can just take. So this was definitely a bit that I had to make sure I was doing right. Proud of this move. Just really like securing everything. And then now, if he tries to go, like, can't go a7, but if he tries to go back and hit this pawn, I can bring the king over and not worry about this. And the king can't jump through. Because the rook, you know, it's annoying when the king can slide through these like light squares, but he can't. And here it was clearly just winning. All right. My mistake, one of the inaccuracies, probably the bigger one, was I'm not seeing why king d3 is an inaccuracy. It goes here. F takes. F takes. F takes. This is such computer play. Why the hell would I don't know, why would I bring the rook back? I like my rook there. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that move, but I will say I was eyeballing this move. So yeah, you know what, this move, I don't know. No big mistakes, so I'm not gonna have a whole lot to write down for now. There's some inaccuracies, some things I could do better, but learn more from the games that I lose. Alright, well, thanks to anyone who might have been watching. This series, my journey to what is now 2000 Elo, is posted on YouTube. I post these like every day. Every weekday, as dedicated as I am, I do like to have, like, you know, not a lot of obligations on the weekend, so every weekday. I also have viewer tournaments. A lot of you guys, I swear, like, almost every single person that comes on and watches the stream wants to challenge me to some chess. So come on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. That is my Blitz night against viewers. My schedule is posted on Twitch. I try to stick to it. It might be kind of loose, but roughly it's going to be, I think it's 7 p.m. Central Time, Tuesday and Thursday nights, Blitz against me. Also, this next week I will keep you all posted if anyone is watching. I'm going to be bringing on a national master, and I'm going to try to keep doing this where I bring on some coaches and masters, and whether it's just playing Blitz together and kind of learning from someone, really good, or maybe if we're lucky we can get do an opening study, stuff like that. Maybe I'll just do it myself. Maybe I'll just do a stream where we pick an opening and kind of study it together, practice it, play it. We can even do some tournaments, whatever. All right, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. Check out the YouTube videos, and I'll see you next time.